Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Happy Get Out and Vote Day. Hope y'all are having a good one. Jack has already been in trouble this morning, and he knows it too. Go on, sit down. I'm mad at you. Go on. Yeah, he got to messing around out there and got outside the boundaries, and he knows the rules, so he's going to be pouting for a little while, I guess, now because I'm mad at him. Anyway, let's see who we got hanging out here. Troy Pritchard says, good morning. Happy voting day and a thumbs up. Appreciate the thumbs up. Paul says, happy into political ads day. Well, that's if we're lucky, Paul. There's a chance that there may be a runoff. Georgia has that thing where if you don't get 51%, they do another runoff. They have changed it because last time we voted in November and then the election was in January, I think. But now if there has to be a runoff, it'll be in December. But I'm hoping that they make it to 51% and or over 50% or whatever it is, and that there's no runoff, because I am so sick of the ads. Just sick of them. Kenneth is here this morning. Good morning, Kenneth. Charles says, happy trash day. Is it your trash day? It's not my trash day. My trash day is tomorrow. Good morning, Dave and Jackie says, thumbs up. Appreciate it. Larry Gaunt's in the house. Morning, everyone. Happy voting day. Yeah. I will be heading over there just as soon as I get off here. And I think I'll be able to get in and out pretty quick. I hope so. But if there's a line, I'm there for however long it takes. So I really don't think it's going to be too bad. Especially that we've had record turnout already for the early voting. So there can't be that many people left to vote, I don't think. But anyway, whatever it takes, we'll get her done. Kevin L's in the house. Good morning, Kevin. Lonnie's here. Good morning, Lonnie. And my favorite solar man, Mr. Ryan's in the house. How you doing, Ryan? Well, let's see what we're going to talk about. Man, I was sitting here yesterday. I was outside piddling around in the shop a fair amount of the time yesterday. And then I come in and I was back here in the, at the computer working on some stuff in Lightburn. I got sitting here and I'm thinking, daggum, it's hot in here. And I actually had to get up and go turn the air conditioner back on. It had got that hot in here. And then, of course, I was watching Joanne this morning. And I know why it was getting hot in here is because we hit a record temperature yesterday. Or I think we have the past 2 days. I know we did yesterday. I think it was 80. Let's see, what did she say? 83 or something like that, I think. So, yeah, the air conditioner is back on as of right now. And, of course, we got some cooler weather that's supposed to come in tonight, I think. So I'll be able to turn it back off. But, yeah, I've had it off for a while, and I had it flipped to the heat, but I've had it set so low, and with the mild temperatures we've had, it hadn't had to run at all, whether it be air conditioning or heat. So I'm liking that. Because I already know once it gets cold enough that the heat runs more often, all that's going to be expensive. Of course, I'm on one of those things where you lock in your price per therm, and I think I'm good till March or something. But anyway, Kenneth said lasers are hot. Yeah, it gets warm out there too. Let's see. I saw on the news this morning that People magazine announced their sexiest man alive. for their cover today. And I know what you're thinking, but no, I didn't make it again. It's like 20 years in a row or something. I've missed it. So, but anyway, they got. I didn't even know who the guy. I think his name's Chris Evans or something. Is who they picked. I don't even know who that is. I ain't got a clue anymore. All those Hollywood types and stuff. Don't have a clue and don't care. And of course, the other big story on the news is good old Powerball. Technical difficulties. I mean, seriously, they probably trying to figure out how to make Hunter Biden win it or something. I don't know. I told you I had my doubts about it being legit. And now they got, I think this is probably the first time ever in the history of the lottery. But I mean, it's just those little balls. If it's all legit, how could it not work? You know, what could be wrong with it? And don't they have like a second and third backup one? Something? I don't know. That just, when I got up this morning and started reading stuff about that. And of course, all these people in the Facebook threads, they're all talking about how, yeah, it's probably rigged, blah, blah, blah. They're trying to figure out, you know, what state they want to win it and all this stuff. And I'm thinking, well, if y'all thinking it's rigged, why do y'all play? Makes me glad I didn't go buy a ticket. But anywho, let's see here. Who else is in here? Clyde's in here. Good morning, Clyde. Captain America. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. Hey, Rob snuck in here. Good morning, Rob. Clyde says global warming is saving me on the carbon tax. Okay, that's what you want. That's what you want to call it. Let's see. That's about all I got. I don't have much to talk about. Like I said, I'm getting ready to head over there and vote. I still feel like there won't be. I won't have to wait in line a real long time or anything because as soon as I got up and turned on the news, they had all their little roving reporters out at these different precincts and stuff. And one guy even said, in a county much larger than mine, he said that he got there right before 7 and there was about 50 people in line. And of course, 50 people's nothing because it goes pretty quick. So I am hoping I don't have to stand over there very long, but I really never have. I don't think I've ever been, from the time I get out of my truck to walk in there and come back out and get back in my truck. I don't think I've ever been there more than 10 minutes. It's because I'm the type person, even if there's some like weird stuff on the ballot, I always print out a sample ballot. And, I don't wait until I get there to try to understand what stuff is. I get the sample ballot, read it. And then if there's something I'm not sure of, or I think they're wording it where they're trying to trick you, I'll, research it and find out what it is. So when I walk in there and get that little card in my hand to head to a machine, it's just boop, 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 boop. I know exactly what I'm going to do, who I'm voting for, or who I'm voting against, if that might be the case. But anywho, I hope it doesn't take very long. But like I said, I went out there to the shop yesterday. I was out there most of the day, and I was piddling around, cleaning it up some more. I did get my little, let's see, it was Kenneth, I think, telling me about the little Ethernet switcher thing that does work quite well. Although I'm a little bit puzzled, I don't know why. It's like I have the cable from my router plugged into the number 1 spot. Then I have another shorter cable going from the number 2 spot to the main computer that I use to stream out there. And then I ran another cable from the number 3 spot over to the laptop. And then just for giggles, I ran the speed test. And the speed test on the computer, the one that I normally use to stream, it was getting up about 450, something like that, which is about what I get if I do it right here. In fact, let me just do one while I'm talking and we'll see what it shows up here. But then when I went to the laptop and did it, I mean, it's got plenty of oomph to do what I want it to do, but it would only get up to about 80. Now the upload was good. It was about 20-ish on all of them. So that's plenty for what I do. But the download was, I don't know why there's such a big difference between the laptop and the other one. Let's see. Here's the one I was using. Let's just see what it gets here when I click it. Oh, yeah, it's going way up there. Yeah, just went over 400. Yep, 457.8 down. And yep, it's going to be over 20 going up. So that's about what I was getting with the computer out there. Okay, Clyde's got an explanation here. Laptop maybe don't have a gigabyte Ethernet port. I figure that must be it because that laptop is pretty old. I'm trying to remember when I got it, probably 2015 or 16 for sure, maybe even before that. But yeah, that's probably what it is. But it's still, I kind of, I brought up a StreamYard thing. I just didn't go live. I just used one of my little test streams and okay, it says max 100. That sounds about right because I was hitting right around 80 and 80 down, but I was still getting 20 up, so that's more than enough to use the StreamYard stuff. I think there might be just a little lag between switching screens or something with it versus the other one, but it's all good. Oh yeah, Clyde's asking me up here. Yeah, I was checking it out. So I think it's going to work. I will be able to screen share with the laptop because see, I can bring it on StreamYard as well, and so that way I'll be able to run the laser and then show folks the screen share of Lightburn. Because if you're not able to show that, none of it really makes any sense. Because that's really what you need to see. Let's see. Rob says, I worked for the county government. 2 years ago, I got voluntold. I like that. Got voluntold to help work the polls for the election. I came down with COVID a week later. Oh, man. Good old COVID. Let's see. Okay, Clyde says his old Dell's like that. Yeah, this is the laptop's a Toshiba satellite that I've had a really long time. It's still pretty good though. I actually got it a while back and because it sits around. I hadn't, I don't use it that much, except here lately since I'm using the lasers. It's been getting some use. But I turned it on and let it catch up with all the updates and stuff, and And then I actually went through and deleted a bunch of stuff that because I'm trying to, I'm thinking, well, I won't ever use that again. Let me get rid of that. I'm trying to get it as lean as I can. And then I actually ran a defrag on it, which took forever, but it did make it a little faster. So uh, hopefully, hopefully that'll help some. But I think it's going to work pretty good. Well, we'll hope so. And wanted to get all that testing done yesterday, just in case, I end up having to spend more time than I want over there. I really don't think it's going to be that bad, but we'll see. This mouse there, I've been clicking on that comment about 4 or 5 times, and it finally did it. So, what this? I probably need this one of those things that take batteries, so it probably needs another battery. Put it in or something. But it's not wanting to click when I want it to. How many of y'all have already voted? I know probably a lot of you have. For the ones that haven't voted, how many are going to vote today? And I hate to even ask, but is there anybody that's not going to vote? Solid state drive, soup up old computers. Yeah, I thought about getting something like that for the main computer out there that I use to stream. Because I think that's what's in this one here. This is supposedly a gaming computer, but the main reason I got it is because I'm not a gamer, but I got it because it has the graphics card in it is much better, so I can have 3 monitors. The other one could handle 2, but when I put the third one on there, it just really bogged it down. So that's what prompted me to get this one, and it's a Acer, ACER, I guess how you say it. But the 3 monitors I have are all Dell. They're all various ages. It's starting on the right is the oldest one. The second oldest one is on the left, and then the newest one that I got when I bought the new computers right here in front. But they're all the same size, all Dell, and it works out really nice because since they're all the same size, they fit around here really good on this little stand I have. Let's see here. Paul's already voted. Good deal. Rob's already voted. Larry voted 2 weeks ago. Mike voted last week. Gary says, forgot to move my voter registration till too late to vote. Yeah, because you've recently moved. Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll try to vote twice. Make up for you then. Yeah, I figure. See, that's what I'm counting on. I because of all the hype and stuff and rhetoric and BS and stuff they've done about this election. That's why I'm figuring that when I go over there, it's not going to be that much different as far as crowd and stuff than it's been in previous times because so many people love that early voting. Yeah, you got it, Gary. Vote early, vote often. That's how you do it. Charles already voted. Good deal. Good deal. Yeah. Yeah, it's hope I won't be over there too long, mostly because of Jack, because I've already had to fuss at him this morning. If I'm gone a long time, he'll start thinking I'm not coming back. But that's all right. He'll be glad to see me when I get back then. But man, I'm sitting here watching my security camera, my screen as it flips between cameras. The leaves are just really, really coming down now. The whole, my whole back, I don't even call it a yard, but in back of my house, it's all just a bed of leaves because there's so many trees out there. And of course, I have them on the property line over here too. And even if I wanted to clear them off, I can't clear them because some of them are not on my property, they're on the other property. But they're so big. And of course, the way the wind normally blows, whenever they shed their leaves, they always come over here. So my driveway, front yard, backyard, everything's always full of leaves. In my deck, it's a nonstop battle trying to keep it blown off with leaves. But it is what it is. Well, let's see. I don't have anything else to talk about, and we still got a few minutes left. Anybody else want to got any questions or something they want to talk about real quick before we get out of here? If not, I'll go ahead and close this early and get ready to head over there. Yeah, that's true, Larry. See, I know what it was. I was out there. Well, in defense of Jack, I know what it was that got him in trouble. It's some damn cat. Because there's a cat that comes around. It's a stray cat. And it comes around and it likes to poop in the yard and stuff, poop different places. And you know how dogs are. They can't stand it. They got to go, smell the poop, if not eat the poop. That's the way dogs do. So he was out there at the edge, which I don't get on him because he usually goes right out to the very end of the driveway and he walks right along the circle of the cul-de-sac. And then there's some bushes out there that the cat likes to hang around. So he always has to go smell and, pee on that and stuff. And then he usually wanders back this way. Well, I wasn't paying attention and I walked back into the garage and was looking at something in there. And then I thought, well, come on, Jack, what are you doing? And I walked out and he was over at the neighbor's mailbox sniffing around doing something. And he knows he's not supposed to be over there. He's got, we have boundaries and he normally never crosses them. Now, when I got Rocky many years ago, I bought, and a lot of people think it's mean, but I'm going to tell you, you don't have to do it much. But I got one of those collars that has the little shock thing. Nobody, well, I guess some people call them shock collars or training collars, but it has three things. It has, when you hit the remote, the first one is just, you can have it set to where it just does a little tone, just a little beep thing, which, freaks the dog out. Or if that doesn't work, if they don't pay attention to the beep, it's got a vibrating thing, so like, it's kind of like when you have your phone in your pocket and it vibrates. And then if that don't work, you can turn it up to where it'll send a little shock to them. And of course you can turn it from very low up to pretty good where you'll really get their attention. Well, old Rocky Boy was a hard head. The beep and the vibrating thing, if he was on the scent of something, he didn't care. So there would be a lot of times until I got him trained. Now, once he got trained, like I said, you don't have to do it very often. But you put that collar on them, you take that remote out there, and if they start going farther than they know they're supposed to go, you light them up. And old Rocky learned pretty quick. He's like, yeah, Daddy will light me up if I wander off too far. So, only had to do it for just, a little bit till you get him trained. And then I never had to put that collar on him again. And then, of course, when I got Jack, or, I had Rocky, I never really had to worry about it because Jack would always hang around Rocky and he wouldn't wander off. And of course, Rocky wouldn't because he was trained. So that kind of helped train Jack. I've never worried about Jack running off uh, somewhere, but he that cat scent or whatever it was just just too much for him to take this morning. But see, he knows because when I hollered at him and he started coming back, he's like all hunched down, like, oh man, I messed up. Daddy's mad at me. But it's all good. It's a good thing about dogs. They get over stuff quick. He's standing here right now looking out the window, probably watching a squirrel or something out there. But it's all good. Nobody said a word since I said that. All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here then so I can head on over there and vote. See if I can get that out of the way. Because I do have some stuff. Like I said, I was trying to get as much done yesterday. No, just in case something happened and I didn't have time to do as much today. So I've got a bunch of stuff already programmed in Lightburn, ready to go on that laser. So I'm going to go out there and play around, and whenever I get back. But anyway, we will get out of here then. Everybody have a great day. Looks like I'm the only one that has to go vote. Looks like everybody else already has. But we will see y'all tomorrow. And I guess maybe we'll get to talk about some of the election results. There might be a few of them that they're calling by then. I hope so. Shouldn't take that long. But one other thing I'll mention. Remember how I was telling you how there's always like 2 or 3 counties in Atlanta that always have problems? They were saying on the news today that if you go in those 3 counties, you may see some federal, I forget what it is, Department of Justice people or attorneys or something, because they're going to be there keeping an eye on stuff. So, and they need to, because that's where all the shenanigans happened 2 years ago. So anyway, hopefully no shenanigans, and hopefully by the end of tonight, or at least early in the morning, we'll know who's won what when we watch the news. All right, guys. Well, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Everybody have a good one.